What's up, you guys? It's your girl Kizzy Kid, and I am finally back with another video. I know it's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute. The last time I posted was like in October, and I believe that was like the homecoming vlog. Y'all, so much has changed, so much has happened since then. Y'all, I cut my hair, haven't been feeling like myself. I moved, working, entering my last semester of my undergraduate year, getting stuff together for the last semester of my undergrad year, starting the internship. Y'all, life has been lifing, but it's okay. We are almost done, and that's fine. So, as I said, I'm now in my last semester of my undergraduate experience of college, and so I wanted to share my experience or share some do's and don'ts as you're going into college as a high school freshman or someone who is just thinking about college they've never been, and you're gonna be starting off as a freshman. So let's get started with this video, y'all, because y'all know I like the yap, so I'm finna try to keep it short, keep it cute, cause I like the yap. So I have 10 do's, 10 don'ts. So I started off my journey at community college, and I just want to say that because a lot of people are frowning on community college, I was just here to say community college is going to be the same first 2 years that it's a university. You're going to be taking the same exact classes, except maybe like towards your major. Like if you're taking like yeah, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same. You're going to be taking the same introduction classes. Okay. So don't sleep on no community college. It's fine, but don't be like me. Okay. So going into high school, going into college fresh out of high school, do not expect to be like around the same person you were with in a high school. Because if you're going to high school with the same person you meet, going into college with the same person you was in high school with, sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it does. A lot of times people want to branch out, get new perspectives, get their own journey, grow outside of what they already know. So if you come across friends like that, don't take it personal. Just meet your own batch, experience your own journey. Also, with that being said, number 2, don't ignore red flags. Like when you're meeting new people, do not ignore the red flags they present to you, y'all. I can't stress it enough. So protect yourself. That's going to be the do for number 2. Protect yourself. Because when I branched out from the pit, like the girls I went to high school with, they also went to Hines with. Majority of everybody I went to high school with went to Hines too. So it was just like the familiarity of being with them, being around them. Branch out is okay, but when you branch out, be safe about it. Because, yeah, I'm going to be honest. I went through a lot. A lot of trauma. Some stuff I probably would never speak on outside of therapy. I probably would never come out to with my family. That's just my own journey of when I'm ready to speak. I would be ready to speak. But y'all, the stuff I went through, please do not ignore the red signs of a person showing you who they are, okay? And I think the only 2 things I'm gonna tell y'all, I went through heartbreak, and this could be with friends, this could be with a romantic partner, just your own expectations, and I also went through being stalked. So y'all, please protect yourself. Just make sure you're not ignoring red flags. Number 3, do not romanticize struggle, okay? So going through what I went through in college with my first 2 years at Hines, I went through a lot of trauma, y'all. First semester. First semester, I got traumatized. And I'm not saying this to traumatize y'all, because I don't want y'all journey to be like, oh, she went to school, she got traumatized, I'm scared I'm gonna get traumatized. That's not gonna be the case, y'all. First semester for me was very traumatizing. It just got to the point where like I didn't prioritize my mental health. Things just kept building and building and building and building and building and building, and then it was just like my mind telling me, hey, you need to take a break for your mental health, get your mental health back right, then come back to school. Y'all ain't want to take no break. I ain't want to take no break, and I'm gonna let it explain why I didn't want to take no break, but I should have took that break, okay? So prioritize your mental health. Number 4, focus. Number 4, Don't play around with them D's, y'all. I'm going to be honest and I'm going to be transparent. When I was going through what I was going through, I was not focused on school. I was just attending school, okay? I wasn't going to class, but I was doing the work. It was just like a lot. And then, y'all, COVID hit for me in my journey of college. And that just, that played a major factor for me with my GPA. So, y'all, I know y'all may heard somebody say D's get degrees. Yes, y'all, D's does get degrees. But if you want to transfer, that D ain't going to go nowhere, okay? That D ain't going to go nowhere, okay? So for me, like I said, I started off at Hines. Once COVID came around, a lot of things was going on mentally. I was not focusing on school, couldn't do school work because when COVID came around, I had to be back home, spotted Wi-Fi, yada, yada, yada. It was a lot going on. I should have took a break. I did not take a break. I was trying to force myself to go to school. Don't do that, y'all. Because when I transferred to Jackson State and them D's was on my record, y'all, I had to start all the way over. Like, I had to start basically all the way over as a freshman. Well, not all the way because it was some classes that I took that I did not have to retake. And then some classes I just needed the second part, like World Civilization, I took at Hines, but I had to take World Civilization 2 at Jackson State. So make sure with that being said, if you're going to Hines, because I know I've seen a lot of people saying they got accepted into Hines, got accepted into Jackson State. I saw that on TikTok. Congratulations to y'all. So make sure you're focusing in school. Jackson State, once you decide your major is Jackson State, you cannot get a C. I mean, you have to get a C or above in your major classes. So please, don't get no D's. I know they say D's get degrees, but don't get no D's, y'all. Please avoid them D's because they ain't going to transfer. And then you're going to transfer to another school, going to have to retake that class because that D ain't going to go nowhere. So don't get degrees. Number 5, do not stack absences. Go to class, okay? This was a major part of playing the factor of my GPA. Like with my mental health going down and everything, I wasn't going to class like I should have been going to class, but I was doing work. But that's not enough for some colleges. Like some colleges, the 2 I went to, Hines and Jackson State, your attendance is a part of your grade. So you can be going to class, you can be going and doing your work, but if you're not going to class, you're not getting a grade, and that's going to show on your transcript. So go to class. Do not miss class. I know sometimes it's going to be a rainy day, and I know specifically it's going to be a college Thursday night, and there's no such thing as a Friday night. It's a Thursday night, okay? Once you get to college, you're going to know about them Thursday nights, okay? You're going to know about them Thursday nights. With that being said, don't get no 8 a.m. That's not a tip, but that's a tip. Don't get no 8 a.m. Do not get no darn 8 a.m. If you don't take anything else from this video, take this part. Do not get a 8 a.m. 8 a.m. in high school is way different from an 8 a.m. in college, okay? Now, if you're the type of person, you're a morning person, you can get up and you can get at it. You don't mind waking up early. 8 a.m. for you. You want to be the person that be like, okay, I just want to go on and get class over with. That's completely fine because there's a lot of people out there like that. They want to go ahead and get class out the way so they can enjoy the rest of their day. But if you're not one of them people, do not get up there and get no dang on 8 a.m. Do not do it. That's going to be an automatic setup, especially if you have a Friday class, because in some rare cases, people have Fridays. Majority of the times I've seen people don't have class on Fridays. But if you have a Friday class and you participate in college Thursday night and you think you're finna go up in there on Friday at 8 a.m. Don't do that. Don't set yourself up like that. Do not get no 8 a.m. Alright. Tip number 6. Do not go to college just because someone wants you to go to college. And I know a lot of times that is easier said than done because a lot of people come from families that want their children to go to college or that forces college upon them. And a lot of people come from backgrounds that give you ultimatums. They be like, okay, you either going to college or getting out my house, or you going to college, you know, go to college, go to the army, get a trade, get something. You're going to be something in life. And that's okay. You can be something in life without going to college. College is not for everybody. Honestly, college is not for everybody. But do not go just because somebody wants you to go. Please go because you want to go. Because I know Nobody wants to be a disappointment to their family members, but you should also not want to be a disappointment to yourself. If you're not ready for college, do not go to college. If you're going to college only because somebody is forcing you to go to college, do not go to college, because you're going to get there and you're not going to like the experience. And I'm not going to speak for everybody. I'm just saying based off what I've seen. People get there, they don't like the experience, they end up dropping out. Then they end up getting them apartments and stuff, finding them jobs. They don't tell their mama anything. I get it. Nobody wants to disappoint their parents, but go to college for you. Do not go to college just because somebody else is forcing you to, because you're not doing it for yourself. Prioritize yourself. Once you get in college, you're going to learn that you comes first. I get it. Nobody wants to be a disappointment to their family. A lot of people grew up as a people pleaser and grow out of that. I was one of them, grow out of that. If you're a people pleaser, before you get into college, you need to learn. Stop being one. Stop being one. Because you're going to learn, it's going to get harder and harder for you to say no unless you put your foot down. So if you're a people pleaser, grow out of that now, before August 2026. Because I know that's when most people start college. Before you move on campus, start doing you some exercises to grow out of it. Okay? I was a people pleaser myself. Sometimes I still struggle with the tendencies. Grow out of that. Okay? Tip number 7. This was personal experience. This was a personal experience for me. Do not go to college just to join a Greek life. And when I was saying that I kept forcing myself to go to college when I wasn't ready, or when I knew I needed to take a mental break, it was only because I wanted to join Greek life. I wanted to join Greek life, so I wanted to be, going to college. But Greek life, yes, because for me, it's important to me. And I'm not going to say Greek life is not important, because it's important to me. I would never fix my mouth to say that. So what I am saying, Greek life is important if you want it for yourself, but it should not be the main reason why you're going to school. Like, oh, I'm just going to college just to join Greek. No, don't do that. Some Greeks, you got to do your research. Some Greeks does have like where you could be amicales or the friends of the Greek, but do not just force yourself to go to college just to join Greek life. I know a lot of people, like for me personally, I've been wanting to join a Greek life since I was like 7. But don't make that your whole purpose of continuing school. Like, what I should have learned was that when I wasn't ready to go to school, I shouldn't have forced myself to keep going to try to join this organization, because it didn't work out in my favor. And I'm not being bitter. I'm not being bashful. I'm just sharing my honest experience, because a lot of people do go to school just to join Greek life. So do not prioritize Greek life. Like, build yourself before joining Greek. That's what I'm gonna say. Because some people, you go like, oh, it is important to me. I would never fix my mouth to say Greek life is not important, because me personally, I just feel like there's something that is important to me. But do not go for the sole purpose of, do not go to school just for the sole purpose of joining Greek life. Like, it's okay, because Greek life, y'all, determines on that GPA. So if you're going to school just for Greek life and your grades not showing. And speaking of Greek life, do your research, okay? Don't just join a Greek organization just for the letters, okay? Do your research. Make sure that's something you really want. Make sure that's something you really want to be dedicated to, okay? That's that. Number 8. I'm trying to keep this short, y'all, because y'all know I like the yap. Number 8, okay. Don't confuse access with loyalty. Just because you meet somebody don't mean you should grant them access. Okay, just because you meet somebody don't mean you should grant them access. I'm gonna say that again. Just because you meet somebody don't mean you should grant them access. Okay, access to you should be a privilege. Just because you meet somebody do not mean you have to grant them access to you. Okay, that's gonna be the main thing you should take out this video, if you don't take nothing else. Just because you meet somebody does not grant them access to you. Okay, you're gonna meet a lot of people, especially like if you're like me going into social work. If you're going into social work, you're definitely going to meet a lot of people. You're going to network with a lot of people, but that doesn't mean you should grant them access to you. So you got to be careful. You got to be this. You have to have discernment. You really just have to call me. One more person call me when I'm doing the dang video. You really just have to be discerned. You know, just be careful with who you let get access to you. Okay. Number 8, don't suffer in silence. This is like important to me too, because like I said, when my mental health declined, went through stalking, went through a whole lot of other stuff, that whenever time comes, if I feel like I'm ready to talk about it, I probably won't. I ain't gonna say I suffered in silence, but it's like I didn't tell what was going on. Like with a lot of things, I probably only told my mama like a few things, and it wasn't just because I didn't tell her, it was because I didn't want her to be worried about me. But it's okay to not be okay, and most colleges have resources where you can get therapy for free. So I know a lot of people don't believe in therapy. They don't believe in therapy for whatever reason. Everybody needs therapy. You're gonna go through so much in college alone. Everybody needs therapy. It's best to learn in college like how to cope with everything before you become an adult and you don't know how to cope with anything, and you're angry and you're bitter and you're taking everything out on the wrong people. You're bleeding onto people that didn't cut you. It's best to learn early before it gets too late. You know, someone told me it's best to learn how to swim while you're in a puddle before you get in the deep end. Okay, so apply that. If you're going to Hines, if you're going to Jackson State, mind you, those are 2 colleges I went to, so I can speak on that. Hines and Jackson State, they of course do have free campus resources for therapy. Like Hines, as far as I know, because Hines changed a lot of things after I graduated in 2021. So I don't know if they have more now, but I know when I was there, they had one where students can go to therapy for free. At Jackson State, there's 2 locations. They said it was 3, but I only know of 2, so I'm only going to speak of the 2 I know. There are 2 locations. You can go to Latasha Norman Center, or you can go to Applied Psychology Services Center. Applied Psychology Services Center, and both of them you can get free therapy. So if you're struggling, you don't have to struggle by yourself. You can get therapy. I recommend that you look into the resources. Also with resources, tutoring. A lot of colleges offer a lot of tutoring. So if you get into a class and you already know right off the bat you finna struggle with this class, go ahead, look and see if your campus offers some tutoring. And if they don't, link up with friends. That's going to be important too. Classmates, get to know your classmates, network with your classmates, so you can know, okay, if I need help in this class, you know, I can get some help. Okay, use your resources while you're in college. Use your freaking resources, okay? If you don't use nothing else from college, use them resources because they are out there for you. I know with Hines and Jackson State, they both have a writing center. Hines, I don't know if Jackson State has one because I've never been to one. They might have one, but I'm not going to say they don't. I believe they have one. I just never been to one. Hines has a math lab too. So if you're struggling, use them resources. They're free. Use them resources, y'all. Do not suffer in silence. Do not wait till last minute. I know a lot of teachers, they will work with you too. Use them resources, y'all. Use them resources, okay? Number 10, do not compare your timeline. This is the most important. Do not compare your timeline. Because some people, they start off in college and they're 4 years straight like this. Straight line, linear. Some people start their first day of college and it's gonna take a break. Gonna take a break. We're gonna take a little break. All right, we're gonna continue. We're graduating. I think my journey was like that. Okay, so do not compare your journey to anybody else's journey, because once you get in college, you're gonna realize how many people in the world are in college. Like my first 2 years, this when I got introduced to it, met people in their 30s taking college classes. So everybody's college journey is different. So do not compare your college journey to someone else. Just because someone's college journey is linear and yours non-linear, you still in college. You still do college at your own pace. Okay, don't let somebody else's college journey look like dictates what your college journey looks like. Okay, Final tips for social workers. I know a lot of people is joining social work and they have that mindset that social workers only take people's children. Social workers don't make money. Both of them things is a lie. Okay, social workers don't just take people's kids, and social workers make money. Okay, they make some moolah. I can give y'all more tips as a social worker because I am going on a path to social work. With this being said, also know what you want to do when you get to college. I know sometimes when you get to college, you got it all figured out. Oh, I'm gonna go to college for this, and this. Then you get in college and be like, okay, I don't want to do that no more. I want to do this, and this. And then you be like, okay, I don't really want to do that no more. That's how I was, and it's okay. I would say get some experience before you go into college. Like, if you want to go into social work, do some internship. If you want to go into nursing, do some shadowing. Because I was at first a nursing. I wanted to do nursing. I wanted to be a nurse practitioner. I had one teacher, she had some nurses come in and they was talking to us, and she was like, it was this one lady that stuck out to me. She said every day she's getting either called a derogatory name, getting bodily fluids thrown on her, the whole 9 yards. And I was like, oh no, I'm not mature enough for that. I can't join nursing, because if somebody throws some urine on me, so I found out, okay, maybe nursing not for me. So I went to psychology. Y'all, psychology, I want to say psychology was still for me. But I was struggling in stats, okay, y'all. I was struggling in stats and just gave up and then switched to social work. And ever since, I've been loving social work. So join what you know. Don't keep changing your major, because financial aid, not gonna keep covering it. And then like with me, Jack State, like I said, I was in nursing. I was in psychology going to Jack State. I was also doing a minor in criminal justice. All those classes now fall through classes. I took them classes for nothing. I'm gonna be a real transparent person, okay? Real honest, real transparent. Go know what you want to do before going to school. Also, network. It's like I said, with social work, you're gonna be networking a lot. You're gonna be doing a lot of network. With social work, you're being social. So network. Talk to people, because you're gonna learn. There's more to social work than what the mindset of, or the myth of, or the belief of social work that's going out there now, that social workers only take people's kids, social work don't make money, all the other myths and stuff. You're gonna learn. So just get out there and network, but also remember that just because you meet a lot of people, don't mean everyone has access to you. And then there's other organizations you can join besides outside from Greek. Because when I was in highs, I joined this amazing organization of Ideal Women. Loved it. It was great. I love Ideal Women. Ideal Women is now also at Jackson State. I love Ideal Women. You can join Girls Coalition. It's a whole lot of organizations you can join out there, and not just Greek. So get active, get known on campus, because if you do want to join a Greek organization that would look nice, that you're well known, SGA, get active. Like, get active on campus. Don't just go to campus just because you want to go to Greek life. I love Greek. I love them. But don't just make that your main thing of going to college. What else? Just be you. Just be you. Be yourself. Don't go to college trying to be nobody else. Be your true, authentic self, and you will have a ball. And I saw someone had DM me. They going into college, and they asked if college is just like Grownish. And to me, I'm gonna say Grownish is to me, Grownish is the only show that really portrays college. Like, your journey at college could be just like the series of Grownish, because it just depends on who you are and who you're around. Because everything I seen in the show Grownish, I probably experienced it on a college Thursday night, or I've seen it, or I heard about it. But everything I saw Grownish, it actually does happen, except for the fact where she was like, people be worried about each other, like the couples worried about each other. Don't nobody be caring. Don't nobody be caring. So if you think it's like that, no, don't nobody be caring. Like, don't nobody be caring. Everybody be living their own world in college. So yeah, college is fun. And so with that being said, with me with me like completing my last semester as an undergrad, That's all the tips I have. And if you're a social worker, if you want to go into social work, and if you would like me to post more social work videos, I will gladly do that. Just let me know. Just let me know if that's something you want to say. Because social work is very sad. And if you're graduating of high school, or you're going to college in August, graduating this May, go you, go you, go you, go you, go you. But yeah, with that being said, that's all I have for you guys. I tried to keep this video short because y'all know I like to yap. And if I was talking fast, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Just put it on low speed. You'll be fine. Also, I think my next video is my graduation vlog. I'm not sure if I'm going to want to make that a movie, or if I want to break that into bits and pieces, give y'all a little sneak peek, something. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I will figure that out as time comes. But that's all I have for you guys. Be breezy, take it easy, stay amazing. I love you, ciao. And like I said, if you are going to school for social work and you want to know more social work videos, comment. That may be my next video. You will see. Ciao.